In this episode of Our American Republic, we will look at the sources of the governmental philosophies that resulted in our constitutional system. Though it may appear that the Constitution and a balanced government was conceived out of thin air from Carpenter's Hall in Philadelphia, the founders were deeply influenced by the discussions which resulted from crucial political events in England which occurred during the 17th and 18th centuries. What events could have caused such a significant impact? 150 years prior to the American Revolution, the English forebears of the colonists fought a horrific civil war where Parliament raised forces to fight the army of an autocratic king, and then executed that king for plotting to restart the war using foreign armies. Then, England endured a military dictatorship imposed by Oliver Cromwell, restored the monarchy after his death, and finally replaced a second king perceived to be acting against his people. Following the internal political turmoil, the British Empire then fought and won the 7 Years' War, in which the great European powers fought one another across most of the Earth's habitable continents. These events ignited extensive discussions in letters, articles, pamphlets, books, and even sermons throughout Europe and the British Empire. Topics included the essential rights of the people and their proper relationship with government. Discussions focused on the analysis and comparison of the types and amounts of power and the appropriate responsibilities of the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. They examined Greek democracies, the Roman Republic, and the Roman Empire, while also verbally dissecting European and Middle Eastern governments as well. All of these discussions focused on the reasons why governments succeeded or failed. The founders were extremely familiar with this body of literature. Names of authors like Locke and Montesquieu appear frequently as referenced sources in the founders' writings. The names of such authors were commonplace, and their expertise was uniformly accepted on all sides of the constitutional debates. Furthermore, it is apparent from the words within the Declaration of Independence that Jefferson was familiar with John Locke's Two-Treatises of Government. It is also evident from the phrases and structures within the Constitution that the founders were familiar with Montesquieu's work, The Spirit of Laws, as well. Even within the arguments of the Federalist and Anti-Federalist papers over the ratification of the Constitution, Montesquieu is cited an astonishing 32 times. Clearly, the founders were students of the strengths and weaknesses of governments spanning all of human history. They understood and feared the dangers of poorly structured, unlimited government. They crafted the Constitution and the Federal Republic, not from thin air, but from a deep knowledge of the rights of the people and a deep understanding of the functions and limits of government. How much do average Americans know about world history? How much do they know about American history? What knowledge should we all have to successfully manage our government?